Hi everyone, I'm Lenora Lennon. I have a midweek pick a card reading for you. You can pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. Don't think about it too much. Whatever is intuitive to you, hit that up. Timestamps are in the description below, and please take note of whatever is standing out to you in the message. The entire message might not be for you, but there are going to be some highlights in there that are speaking directly to you. So take note, feel free to leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you get anything from this. Namaste. Okay, card number 1 for your midweek. Ooh, Hilarion. If you participated in my reading for the beginning of the week, Hilarion came up and was the first card, and he is the first card again. Honor your sensitivity. So that could mean that there might be areas right now that others may be crossing your boundaries and they're not aware of it. So if they're not aware of it, they're going to keep doing it. And there's different ways to make people aware. So for example, if there's a friend that is really unreliable, constantly late, constantly canceling, you could approach it directly. That is definitely one way to do it. If you do, that's best to take the approach of curiosity, like being curious about what's going on with them and why they operate that way. But a more powerful way, if you have the capacity, is to instead start changing the way you engage with them. So maybe you're always available for this person when they call. You pick up the phone, or ready to have a call. Although I guess most people don't have phone conversations these days, but you know what I mean. If you're readily available to them and they're constantly letting you down, a way to draw a boundary is to become less available to them. And even you could say, like, for example, if you're making a plan with them, you can say, I need to know by this time if you can confirm. Otherwise, I'm just going to make other plans. So there are ways to draw boundaries without being super direct about them. Retreat to recharge and heal. So making sure that you're taking time on your own to recharge your batteries. However that might look, that could mean getting up earlier to exercise, earlier to meditate, earlier to do some writing. I had mentioned gratitude practice earlier in the reading this week. Becoming aware of any little thing you can do to help recharge your battery, even if that means that something else doesn't get done. Maybe the dishes don't get done. Maybe the laundry doesn't get done. You know, maybe you'll wear dirty socks for one day. Or you can hand wash them. Prioritize charging your batteries, and if that means other things need to get put aside for the time being, ultimately it's only going to benefit you and those around you to take that time for yourself. So if you got anything from this, hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment with any insights. Have a great rest of your week. Namaste. All right, card number 2, Mahavatar Babaji, Soul Expansion. Have a look here at the card. If anything jumps out at you, your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. So you're having moments of feeling really connected. And these can be so joyful and feel so great and so energy inducing. How can you line it up for yourself to have more of that? Perhaps there are situations or relationships that are kind of good enough, and maybe you need to look at if good enough is enough anymore. And maybe it might be time to clear your space a little bit to make new connections that likely could be more enriching for you. So you can sit with that. The indigo color in this card is connected with Ajna chakra, your intuition. So doing practices to help develop your intuition could be one. A cool one is it's part of what I learned in forest bathing practice, is to, when you're in nature, taking time to really start to look at what's around you. Even if it's winter where you are, there's still the plant life that's in dormancy. And if there's anything that stands out to you, like a branch or a leaf or a stone, or maybe you'll see a feather, or maybe even see an animal, and you can just follow that intuition and stop and observe it, and then ask it what message it has for you. And it doesn't take long to receive the message if you're open. It doesn't need to be any big thing, but whatever it is, allow yourself to receive it fully. So right now I can see the tree in my backyard. It is winter, so there's no leaves. Well, technically it's spring, but I do live in central Canada, so it's lots of snow still on the ground. And the message I'm getting from the tree is thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. I'm so grateful for your presence here. It means so much to me that there's someone living in this house that acknowledges my contribution and beauty to this earth, and having you here is just so wonderful for me, and I'm just so grateful for you. So just go with the flow. Whatever comes up, don't question it. That's the point of the intuition. And although I will note, it needs to be a loving and inspired message. If it's negative, that's not truth. It's just not. I mean, you can choose to believe that if you want. I'm not here to convince anyone otherwise. So if that's part of your belief system, I might not be the right person for you to be following here, because I'm all about the only thing that's true is love. That's the only thing that's true. Everything else is just guiding us more to higher truth. So if you got anything from this, hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you on Sunday for your reading to get you focused on your path for the week. Namaste. Okay, card number 3. Lady Venus. Isn't she just emanating with such clarity, such peacefulness, knowing, presence, trusting, and connecting, and knowing that every moment of every day, of every minute, is as it should be. Being okay with the ups and downs, knowing that's part of the journey. Trust, truth, trust. In trust, there is truth. In trust, there is truth. Doesn't mean that you have to be a passive actor in your life, but you need to follow your inspired guidance. Be aware of any reactivity that might be causing you to cause harm to others or yourself. Calmness is everything. If you are dealing with a difficult situation with others, get yourself to a place of calmness. Let the dust settle before you address it, and then address it in love, address it in camaraderie. And, if the person is not able to meet you, depending on the relationship, you may or may not want to keep that person in your life. So, as a rule, my friendships, my chosen family needs to be able to meet me and be willing to communicate and come to some sort of understanding of each other. With my family of origin, for the most part, that is true, but I choose to keep them in my life. So I do make certain concessions for them. If they're being reactive or unwilling to communicate with me, to come to an understanding, there's definitely things I'd let go with my family of origin that I wouldn't let go with my chosen family and friends. So that's a whole other conversation. But if there's anything around that I would recommend checking out Jerry Wise on YouTube, or Lisa A. Romano. They're experts in learning how to handle interpersonal relationships with family of origin and others. So yeah, anyway, thank you for tuning in. Come back on Sunday for your beginning of the week reading to get you focused in on what's powerful for you next week. And please take what you can use and leave the rest from the reading today. And namaste.